Hey guys, it's Everything Cards, and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on the Triumph that I did underwater in my last video. I hope you guys liked that. If you haven't seen that, there's a link in the description box, but basically I just performed a simple Triumph effect underwater. So for that trick, I was actually using these cards. A lot of you said they looked like jacks. No, I would never do that in my life. These are actually Ace brand playing cards, and they're completely plastic. And I don't really mind handling them. It's a way different feel, and they don't fan, but I don't know. I kind of like them. They're fun because you can bend them in all sorts of different angles, and they're completely fine. Okay, so let's just get into the tutorial. So, in the underwater card trick, I had them pick a card by just flicking down the corner, and then I controlled the card to the bottom. But you can use any method and any way to pick a card. You just need to control it to the bottom. Let's say that the selection is the Ace of Spades to make it easy. And what I did next was I actually flipped the card over. And the way I did this is like I was doing a turnover pass, except instead of going to the top, you just flip it over. So just very simply flip it over. And you can use some misdirection, but it is pretty invisible. Once the card's flipped over, you're going to take half the cards, push them forward, and then you're going to kind of show them. And then when you can kind of put them in front, and you're going to turn your wrist back like this, and you're going to bring these back, and so now you flipped the cards over. So actually, these are all face up except for the bottom card, but the spectator thinks they're all face down. You're going to faro them together as fairly as you want. I wouldn't really cascade them at this point, because I'll show you here. If you do cascade them, you'll easily see that they're all facing one way. I would just push them in. Next, you're going to give the deck a cut, because the selection is actually at the bottom. And you're going to cut it to make sure it's in the middle. You can do whatever magical motion you want. Spread through and show that all the cards are back to normal except one, their selection. At this point, I did a second phase of the trick. You can end here, or you can do the next phase. I placed the card in front right here, and I pulled the next card up at an angle like this with my fingers of my left hand on the right side of the deck. And it's a lot like the Cardini change, except you don't pull it to the bottom, you just pop it up like this. And you're covering that with the top card. And next, you're going to bring this card in and flip everything over, and it looks like you're just flipping over their card, but you're actually putting a random card on top. You're then going to take the random card and place it somewhere in the center without exposing the face. And then after that, I just did a simple double lift and Erdnase color change. Alright, that is the tutorial, guys. I guess I'll go over it once more really fast. You have a selection, say this one, the 9 of clubs. You control it to the bottom. With some misdirection, you do sort of half of a turnover pass, and that will flip the card over. You pull off half the cards and you show them in front of this deck, and you turn your wrist, and then you faro them. Don't cascade them, just push them in. Give the deck a cut. Snap your fingers. Show their card is reversed. Pull it out. Put it in front of the deck. Pop this card. Flip them both over as one. Lose that card in the center without exposing the face. Do a double lift and an Erdnase color change. Very simple trick. I just did it a simple one underwater because, well, performing underwater is really odd. I got a question about how it felt, and it does feel really weird. Everything is just slowed down. When you do a riffle shuffle, it takes forever because the cards just they fall so slow. You should really try it. Grab a deck of plastic cards and just put them in the sink or the bathtub or whatever. It's a really weird feel. You should try it. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy this trick, and see you next time.